Today is 27 August, market gap down and trade downwards largely throughout the day. Down 28 points to close at 3080 with average volume. Now the gap down in the process broke the support at 3089. The most significant support is quite a distance away, that's 3027. So our immediate resistance is the previous support at 3089. Now this gap also offers some form of resistance, and this is about 3109. Now mentioned in previous video, market generally start in the trend range, and that's the reason why it's choppy. Now it's quite evidence from the weekly charts. The index right now is trading below the 1326 week. However, because we have a couple of supports, so it is still too early to initiate short in a big way. So generally right now, market sentiments are actually weakened. Now we'll be discussing some of the strong stocks, but many of them have succumbed to selling or suffer deep retracement. There are a few stocks that are actually holding up. Particular is Franken. After this attempt at breakout, there'll be an uncertainty. You actually trade sideways. Currently, there's a contraction setup. Bar high here is at 232. Now, having said this, we have to actually understand that the trend is quite mature and it's quite evident if you look at the weekly charts. You notice actually over here it was gentle, and right now it's trading with daylight, and here we have huge daylight. So any break on the upsides, if you take the trade, it's more likely hit and run. Now if you have these positions, you just manage them accordingly. Look for a sign of weakness, because weak market sentiment itself may cause even strong stock to actually succumb to selling. If you take a look at UMS, it's weaker. Notice again there was attempts at breakout and retrace, and this is a weak bounce, quite evidence because of the low volume. It may well roll over, so this is something we got to actually take note of. Of course, if we roll over, we may actually look for opportunity to short the stocks. If you compare that with AEM, mentions they were actually testing the resistance, and it actually failed. And again, this is a weak bounce, low volume, and of course breaking these supports will be negative, and we can look for opportunity to short the stocks. Now we have Yangzijiang, which is now emerging at a slightly stronger stocks. Take a look at the strong rally here. Now, the previous occasions there was an attempt at this resistance, but it actually failed. This is a second attempt, and notice the increase in value that show commitment. Now, over here, if you notice, the body gets smaller, so we know it's losing momentum, so pullback is expected, and this is what we see today. You trade inside bar, low volume, that's healthy. Anyway, if you take a look, the daylight is quite big, so it's perfectly normal if the stock continue to trade sideways or retrace. If you take a closer look, this stock has broken the resistance, and there is another resistance to contend with, which is at about 174. So again, with the market sentiment like this, even if you take the trades, you cannot hang on for bigger profits. Olam. Now, mentioned in the previous video that this stock has very strong move, so we like to ride on the momentum. Now, this gap down is actually due to the dividends, and there was a wide range bar here followed by two inside bar on lower volume. Again, we just have to wait it out, look for it eventually to break on the upside. Notice 1326 start to actually turn up. Samudara Shipping. Now this stock has actually a break today with very high volume, so again look for pullback, look for setups to go long. Now I mentioned before that stock tend to be more sluggish, and it's better to actually trade this on the weekly charts. If you take a look at this weekly charts, it's actually trading quite nicely, but it just need more patience. And today we have very nice wide range bar. Look for pullback, look for setup.